Event Finder CEO James McGlynn and media personality Mary Lambie join me for my panel. Good morning to you both.
Good morning and congratulations. Great show, guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We didn't pay you to say that.
No, you didn't. But no, it's looking great in here.
Thank you so much. Immigration. Let's talk about immigration. Now, Mary, you've been an employer before.
Yes,
we have this whole idea that, immigrants are taking New Zealand jobs. What's your take on it? Because you have employed people.
Yes, I have. At one point, I had 20, 25 people. I was in the fast food business. I was an owner-operator. And so we were operating in that $15 to $20 an hour model. I would put the ads out. I'd be wanting workers. Some Kiwis would apply. They were useless.
Really?
Absolutely useless.
In what way?
Particularly young Kiwi men, and I'm talking sort of under 21, unreliable, dishonest, lazy.
Dishonest? What do you mean dishonest? Do they steal from you?
Yeah. In a couple of cases I had that, which irked me. I never had a problem with any of the immigrants. So what I want to say is the immigrants saved the business. They really did. And at the end of the day, I had all Indians in the end, and they were fabulous.
Wow, James, what's your take on it? Because you're an employer too.
Yeah, look, we're an employer as well. At Event Finder, we haven't had the same problems with the young Kiwis, thankfully.
Yes.
But, we've got a number of immigrants working in the business, and like you say, Mary, we couldn't do it without them. It's phenomenal.
Do we think we've got this right with record immigration? And every month we look at the numbers, there's another record upon another record upon another record. Do we worry that New Zealanders might miss out on the job and housing market, or tough, this is the real world, welcome to life?
I think we've got it right. I think immigration's a good thing. We've got twice as many people wanting to come into New Zealand and live here than wanting to leave. We should take advantage of that opportunity. Half of them are coming to Auckland. We know there's more opportunities for everyone in a big city than a little city. The problem is, I think, local government, the housing, the infrastructure, we've got to be able to provide for them.
They've been too slow to react, though, around planning rules, haven't they? I mean, let's be really brutal and honest in this. We've had this plan for a number of years to bring more migrants in, which I support. I think it's good. Except you've got to plan alongside that and say, if we're going to do this, one hand leads to the other, which is to plan properly and build properly. We haven't done it. We've been ignorant.
We have, but it's about where they go, and ironically, here we've got this story coming up about the provinces going to be dead and buried in 30 years' time if we don't actually do something about it now. It is all in the planning, but local body politicians, I mean, they're not necessarily the brains of Britain, are they?
No, they're useless. No, they're useless. Some of them have been around too long as well. That's the problem. The time service, when we have a problem on our hands right now, and so we need action, not inaction. I reckon there's too much inaction at local government level, don't you?
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do on that front.
Yeah, but anything by committee is going to take forever anyway, isn't it? And that is actually the essence of the problem with the sheer magnitude of the bureaucracy and the people making these decisions.
I've worked for a council and in the past, and I agree with you. You can't even pick your nose without getting clearance from certain different levels and people.
And did you get clearance for that?
Around. Yeah, it's clear now, but it took some time.
Did it have an expiry date?
And the whole occupation. I'm with you on the. People aren't allowed to just get the job done in this country.
Well, there's lots of rules. Regions, how concerned should we be about regional decline? We look at this report this morning, 39 of 67 regions are going to decline in the next 20 years. I mean, I love the regions. I'm going to retire in the regions. The sooner the better as well. I just can't wait to get to the regions.
When I first heard this, my initial reaction was, what, bollocks. The provinces are really going strong. But when I actually sat back and gave it some more thought, there is no doubt about it, some of the provinces really are in struggle street. The West Ports have always been in struggle street.
Well, look at East Coast, look at Northern. There just aren't there's no job creation.
It's a chicken egg thing. You dump a whole lot of people there and say, OK, go to it. But, what's got to come first? The infrastructure, the jobs, or the people? Somewhere lies the truth. In between,
James, what do you reckon about the regions?
This is not just a New Zealand problem, right? This is global. So the UN's saying by 2050, 86% of people in developed countries are going to be urbanised, right? They're going to be living in the cities. So this is not just New Zealand, and there's a reason it's happening. It's much more efficient to live in a city. It's much more productive to live in a city. So are we saying that we want to subsidise the regions forever?
See, I don't think we should.
No, I agree.
I don't think we should. I think it looks stupid to throw lots of good money into a bad problem because you're going to waste money, aren't you?
Yeah, how do you tell the taxpayers in the city that they need to subsidise the people living in the regions?
Yes. No, I'm with you on this.
But let's talk about what it is to live in the city. I mean, I took my daughter to school yesterday. It took me 1 hour to get home.
How many Ks?
Oh, 10?
10 k's for 1 hour.
Oh, I was absolutely beside myself. I said, "That's it. I'm on the next plane to the provinces."
Are you?
Because, I'm sorely
Where would you
tempted.
live? Where would you go?
Oh, we'd probably go to Canterbury.
Canterbury, would you?
Yeah, love Canterbury because that's where the bones are.
Can I break the good news to you? In this report, Canterbury comes out right on top as one of the regions that's thriving and surviving in the future. We'll come back very shortly, 22 minutes after 8 o'clock.